It's an end of school year heat wave. We've seen a string of 90-degree days this week, and as temperatures feel more like July, more families are trying to find ways to beat the heat. That's good for business at local swimming pools. There's just one problem. There's a shortage of lifeguards. According to the American Lifeguard Association, about a third of public pools are affected by a staffing shortage. And as Sarah Ellen reports, it's a problem here as well.
I would say we're less dire than we have been in past years, but we are still definitely in need.
Maple Grove Community Center manager Angie Dean is looking for people to suit up and lifeguard at the Grove Cove Aquatic Center.
Ideally, we'd like to have like around 60 lifeguards. Right now, we're kind of hovering between that 40 to 50 on a given day, kind of depending where we're sitting with who's coming back from college right now is kind of what we're working on.
Dean says it's hard finding already qualified applicants or those that want to be trained.
You can't just hire somebody right off and get them started. They have to take classes and they have to be certified. So it is a little bit different than just your standard part-time job.
The Elm Creek Park Reserve is also experiencing a shortage of lifeguards, and with less safety personnel sitting here,
may mean less supervised swimming out there.
You know, there might be days in which we have to shut down a chair in order to make sure that our lifeguards aren't just in the sun all day long. You know, a big thing for us is making sure that our lifeguards can make it through the entire season.
The Maple Grove Community Pool may even have to take further steps.
So if we don't have the lifeguards that we need, we've had to change our hours. So maybe the pool is not open as late as possible or as early as we wanted to because we just don't have the staff power to do that.
Officials are hoping the shortage won't come to that and that candidates will want to apply thanks to flexible schedules, competitive pay, and paid training.
When you apply, we'll train you for free as long as you come on board and be a lifeguard with us. Normally those classes are a few $100s, so that's helpful.
And that the lure of Minnesota summers also attracts would-be lifeguards.
I feel like our lifeguards have a lot of fun on duty. By the end of the season, they're a really tight-knit group. You know, it really becomes like a family kind of atmosphere.
In Maple Grove, Sarah Allen, CCX News.
Elm Creek Park officials say you need to be 16 to apply to be a lifeguard at the swimming pond. Those 14 and up are welcome to apply for work at the concession stand. 2 people were arrested Wednesday night after a dangerous car crash and foot chase across Interstate 394 in Golden Valley. According to the State Patrol, troopers tried to stop a vehicle for traffic violations on Highway 169. The driver then fled eastbound on 394 and crashed into a sign near Xenia Avenue in Golden Valley. 2 of the 4 occupants ditched the vehicle and ran on foot across traffic on 394. Police later rounded up all 4 suspects. The female driver faces charges for DWI, drug possession, and fleeing police. 1 passenger had an active warrant. Meanwhile, Crystal police have identified a suspect after a high-speed car chase ended with a crash early Thursday morning. Crystal police saw a vehicle speeding on County Road 81 at Corvallis Avenue overnight. Officers attempted to stop the vehicle, which then fled the scene. The chase led north to Brooklyn Park, where police called it off due to excessive speeds. A short time later, they found the vehicle crashed in a ditch near 85th Avenue. Police searched for suspects with dogs and drones, but didn't find the driver. As of Thursday afternoon, police have identified a suspect and are continuing to investigate. Governor Walz on Thursday signed into law a $2.6 billion infrastructure package, the largest in state history. That contains $1 billion directed to Twin Cities projects, including millions for projects in the northwest suburbs. Brooklyn Park will get $5 million for its Community Activity Center and more than $1 million for reconstructing the Central Fire Station. Brooklyn Center will get more than $5 million for its Health, Culture, and Recreation facility. The City of Crystal received more than $2 million for its Aquatic Center, and Maple Grove $6 million for its Community Center renovation. Golden Valley will receive more than $3 million for its fire department. The City of Plymouth received money to pay for ongoing road construction, and Osseo will get money for its water system. It's the time of year when area food banks could use extra help. On Thursday, Second Harvest Heartland in Brooklyn Park received just that. Second Harvest Heartland received this large milk donation, 6 pallets worth of shelf-stable milk. It's thanks to Prairie Farms, which has operations in Woodbury. The donation comes at a time when food banks typically see a decline in community food donations, but an increase in demand with kids soon to be home from school.
It's so important because the need continues to rise in Minnesota. So we set a record last year of almost 2 million more visits to food shelves than the year prior, which was the highest on record. And from a sourcing standpoint, demand continues to increase this year. That's not slowing down. And so this actually allows us to make sure that we have the food and milk available to our neighbors that need it.
Second Harvest helps supply local food shelves throughout the northwest suburbs. A good time for a good cause is on tap at a brewery in Plymouth this weekend. Luce Brewing in Plymouth will host its Summerfest on Saturday. It starts at 1:30 with an adult tricycle race where entrants pay $20 apiece, and that money will go to Folds of Honor, which supports families of veterans killed in action. There will be live music throughout the afternoon and evening, and the owners say it's all part of what they're trying to bring to Plymouth.
You know, we've striven over time since we've opened to really do a couple of things: offer great beer, a really welcoming and inclusive environment where, you know, come as you are and have a great time, and then couple that up with some staff that's really friendly and wants to help you have a great time.
There will also be food trucks on site as well as the full offering of beer and other beverages.